Hey guys, AKC here, and today I'm back at it again with another review. And today I'm reviewing another Björk project, Homogenic, by like I said, Björk. If you don't know who Björk is, I'll actually be happy to explain. She's an Icelandic pop singer who is often known for being very weird and different, but not in like a pretentious way. But she's just different. She's also known for playing a lot of instruments. Um, yeah. Now with this album, it's very weird because I remember in my Vespertine review at the beginning of that one, I said, that I didn't like this album that much. So why would I be reviewing it now? Well, that's because I re-listened to it. I re-listened to it 2 times now, and oh my god, I don't even know what, like, this is the type of stuff that be like, what were you doing? What were you doing when you listened to this album? I don't even know what I was doing when I was listening to this album. But let's just start it off with actually the sounds. Let's start off with the first song. Let's start off with the sounds. The sounds on this album are so pretty diverse. You have electronic, you have like very baroque sounds. You have violins. You have a lot of very rough and kind of industrialized electronic sounds too. This is a very serene album, especially on the last song, All Is Full of Love. I love the sounds on that one. It's so natural. It's so environmental. It's so serene. It's so beautiful. Then we'll go over to like Immature, which is a very different song too. It uses more like pop production. It's a lot more like festive in a way, and but like you can tell it's from this album. You know it's from this album, even down to the name, which I really do like about this album. Even down to the name, you can tell which album it's from. It is, even though like of course you know what album it's from because it's on the album, but like just like the vibe of the name and everything. Then we'll go over to Hunter, which has again electronic sounds, but like there's like this drum that is throughout the whole song, and it actually intensifies, and it becomes, because it ends up at first becoming spaced out, but then it actually intensifies actually as more as the song goes on, and near the end of the song it's purely just drums. Then we go over to Pluto, which is probably like my second favorite song on there. My favorite or second favorite song on here. First being like probably like Hunter. It's like a battle between Hunter and Pluto. It is a very harsh electronic sounding song. Her voice is muffled. It's kind of hoarse. They made her voice kind of hoarse, and it's very like intense. Then we go to 5 Years, which actually starts off with again more electrical sounding melodies that actually lead into a violin or cello, or there's actually a lot of different kind of type of instruments like violin. There's a lot of string instruments in here, and she uses them very well with the electronic production, which I didn't see on my first listen. She really does that very well. Like on the song, like I said, 5 Years. At first it's electronic, and then there's a little part where the violin comes in, and then randomly they're both together. And you would think that sounds really bad, but it actually sounds very beautiful. I don't know how she does it. We also see that stuff on like on Joga, where she also mixes it up together, and actually ends up sounding very beautiful, very serene, very creative, very imaginative. Then we go over to Bachelorette, and wow. First of all, I already knew that I liked this song on my first listen, but I didn't notice how good it was, because this song is very good. I really do love the more classical style production. I'm afraid to say that, but it is a lot more put together in the fact there's a lot more instruments involved, and there's not really that much electronics. I do love actually the hi-hat that's in the background that's with the melody. It's a pretty long song, but like it gets you engaged with the melody. It kind of makes you jump. Then we go to Alarm Call, where it actually shows, like, I think this is like her only time cussing through all her albums. I went through all of her albums on Spotify to check the explicit thing, and this is the only one where it says explicit. She actually says the F word, and it's like, oh, okay, well, Oh, what color? Be surprised. It's kind of funny every single time I hear it. I actually kind of laugh every single time I hear it. Not because it's like laughably bad, but just because it's like so like never thought I would hear that. Then we go to all neon like which actually has like this very weird kind of like again electronic kind of like beat, and I really like that. I'm not really much to say about it. That only that like I like it more than my first one, my first listen. And Alarm Call, which has the most hip hop production on here. And what I mean by that is it actually has like a little nice thing you can actually like jump to. Like you can jump to a lot of tracks on here. You really can. But on this one, it's very prominent that there's no way hip hop wasn't at least somewhat inspired in this production. And yeah. I think I already talked about this track, but still, this is another track I very much like. There's only one track I don't like, and that's Unravel, and that's mostly because I don't really find it as interesting as literally any other track on here. But even then, is it really that bad? It's not really even that bad. Yeah, I really like this. This is like my third Björk one that I'm reviewing, and I'm really loving her discography so far. I'm gonna re-listen to the debut, and I'm probably gonna review that. I might as well just review her whole discography, and I probably am. But yeah, this is a 9 out of 10. Objective score. I would actually say 9 out of 10 to 10 out of 10 on the objective, but in my personal enjoyment, it's a 9 out of 10. Check it out. Like I said with like every single other Björk album. Yeah, see ya.